We welcome you inside the Georgia Dome in the heart of downtown Atlanta. This is the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. The Alabama Crimson Tide against the Missouri Tigers. This place is jumping, as you might expect. We've got crimson and white, and we've got black and gold. Some are more well-dressed for the occasion than others, but they're all filled with enthusiasm as Alabama and Missouri get set to battle. Hi once again, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. This is championship weekend. One decided last night. Oregon is the champion out west. We're about to play for the SEC title, and then there are two more championship matches tonight. Take a look at the current college football standings, the playoff standings. Alabama, Oregon is in. TCU, a big win today. Florida State plays tonight, and then Ohio State, Baylor knocking on the door. And Gary, we're aware there's a potential for chaos.
Yeah, I got to say this. Alabama better not lose, because Oregon and TCU have made their statement. They have put the points up. They've won impressively. And the only way that Alabama has any chance to getting in, they have to beat an improving Missouri football team.
Well, Alabama has gotten to this spot by virtue of some real stars offensively.
They really have. I mean, they got a lot of great players, Vern. We all know that. But this year, when Alabama's wanted to win their football game, they've turned to their three dependable stars. Blake Sims, those fourth quarter comebacks, he led it, but he knew where to go with the football. And he gave it to T.J. Yeldon when he wanted to go on the ground. And he gave it to his incomparable Amari Cooper. I think the best football player in college football today. That's the formula. That's what Missouri has to stop. They know what Alabama's going to bring.
Alabama with one defeat for the year, Missouri with two, but they've won 6 in a row to get to this spot, and they have depended on their defense.
You know, if you're going to beat Alabama, you got to have stars too, Vernon. You're right. The Missouri football team has their stars on the other side. Shane Ray and Marcus Golden, the best tandem of defensive ends in this league, must, when they get their opportunity, be stars. I mean, they have to do in a different way what T.J. Yeldon and Amari Cooper are doing. If these two guys aren't big players in the game, I don't know how they win. And then they need Maty Mauk. He's coming on strong. He's been playing great in the fourth quarter. The thing is, can they get this game to the fourth quarter?
First on the field, Alabama's Crimson Tide. Ninth appearance, as you saw, 4-4, and right behind them, the Tigers of Missouri in their second consecutive appearance in Atlanta. Here's Allie LaForce with Gary Pinkel.
Coach, you've made it to back-to-back SEC championship games. What does this team need to do to make sure that result is reversed this time around?
Well, you know, you got to compete, you got to make plays. You know, I'm real proud of this football team, and you know, to win a championship in this league, you got to be good people. So we'll see how we can do.
Very few teams have been able to stop Alabama's big three. How does Missouri's defense get that done?
I don't know. We're going to have to find out. I'm certainly not going to tell you.
All right, Coach.
Thanks.
Good luck. Thanks.
That was perfect. Listen, I think that Missouri's facing a better foe this year all around. That Auburn offense was great last year, but a better foe. But I think it's a better matchup this year for Missouri. They really struggled with that option attack last year.
Well, you heard from Gary Pinkel, and moments ago, Allie was with Nick Saban.
Coach, quarterback Blake Sims has had some drastic swings in his performance throughout the season. What did you tell him today to make sure he plays more consistently?
Told him to be cool hand Luke. He didn't know who that was, so I had to explain it to him. You know, Blake just got to do his job, execute what he's supposed to do, trust in the plan, believe in the players that he's playing with, and he'll be fine.
Coach, last week your defense gave up over 600 yards to Auburn. How much of a concern concern is that for you heading into today's game?
Well, we're not happy about the way we played last week. We know we got to play better today, and I think we taught the players what they need to do to play better.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
I never expected to hear Cool Hand Luke.
That was great, wasn't it? I'll tell you, I wouldn't be as concerned about the yards as I was with the plays. Auburn ran 92 plays against this defense just last week.
Andrew Baggett will kick off. Christian Jones and DeAndrew White are the deep men. This will be Andrew Baggett's 200th career kickoff. And that's one of the few. It is not a touchback. It will be returned. Great field position to open as Christian Jones gets it out to the 31-yard line. Blake Sims, Gary.
And Vern, everybody talks about his fourth quarter and those great comebacks he's had. And last week against Auburn, he started off, quote-unquote, nervous. But if you check the stats, he started off the game 6 for 6. And then in the middle, he got a little nervous.
It's a different kind of nerve.
Yes, yes.
First down 10.
It wasn't stage fright. He just kind of lost it.
Saw that 3 interceptions in the game. But when it counted in the comeback win over Auburn, effective. Jalston Fowler opens at fullback. Play action. Sims goes to Fowler on first down. Fowler's a load. He's got a first down, Alabama.
And that's how Blake Sims starts out 6 for 6 in these games. It's a trademark of a Lane Kiffin offense, is given that quarterback, as we watch a hurry-up no huddle here.
And a quick flip to Amari Cooper. That's only his 104th catch of the year. And we'll try and get the starting lineups in here and see if Alabama hurries again. Cam Robinson, the true freshman, suffered an ankle injury last week, but he's been a force. The Dr. Pepper starting lineups.
I guess Blake does so well late, they want to start him early.
Here's Yeldon. Rips it up the middle. Another huge gain for the Crimson Tide.
You know, you really can't blame Alabama here. They've watched Missouri play football all year and saw how good their defense was. And then they turn on the SEC championship and watch Auburn run up-tempo and say, why don't we try it?
Sims, Cooper, inside the 35. Kenya Dennis, number 7, with the tackle. Let's quickly get the defensive unit. There's a player down. Oh, he's just tying his shoe at the 30-yard line. Golden and Ray Kentrell Brothers actually leads this team in tackles, and only 3 behind him is Michael Shear. They have 103 and 100 respectively. 40 sacks, as you see, for the season for Missouri. Little flip near side. Fowler, Cooper gets by the sideline and out of bounds.
Boy, they are not going to allow that Missouri defense to get comfortable. They do not want those 2 defensive ends to get in the third down attack and put pressure. So right from the start, they're keeping it wide open and letting their stars make plays in space. I'll tell you, it's like watching Auburn all over. Let's see, the next thing we'll see is the jet sweep.
And here you go with the tractor in the backfield, Derrick Henry. He's up the middle for another nice gain to the 20-yard line. Shane Ray made the tackle.
Remember when I said that Missouri matched up better against the Alabama offense? Well, Alabama's not running the Alabama offense.
No, they are not. I still can't get used to the idea of the hurry up here since Nick Saban decried the hurry up. Here's DeAndrew White. He gets a block on the edge from O.J. Howard. Lane Kiffin, first year offensive coordinator, Alabama.
We were visited with Lane, and I visited with him on the field. He was scared to death that if he got into passing situations against those defensive ends, that it could be a problem. You can see how he's adjusted.
3 wides to the left side now. White is up on the line. Here we go again. It's White with the block for Cooper. Cooper inside the 5, very close for a 1st and goal.
You know, Vern, last week, Amari Cooper put all those yards with a knee brace on. Lane said he played at 90%. Well, there's no knee brace on now. There's a sleeve, but there's no knee brace.
Sims is 5 for 5. Little quick flips on either side, right and left. This time they'll hand it off. Henry to the 1. And let's take a look at the Verizon Red Zone stats for Alabama. 37 touchdowns, 56 trips. Nick Saban.
How about this? Alabama football, they're on the 1-yard line, and there's no fullback in this game.
T.J. Yeldon, touchdown, Alabama. Well, you might call that an effective start.
Oh, they just copied, come on, they copied the Auburn attack. Let's be honest here. They're going to force Missouri to see, can you stop what you couldn't stop a year ago?
Lane Kiffin whispering in the ear of T.J. Yeldon. And Adam Griffith on for the extra point.
And the clue might have been, Vern, when they won the toss and they took the ball. They did not defer.
Here in the SEC Championship presented by Dr. Pepper. What a start for Blake Sims, Amari Cooper, and T.J. Yeldon. Marcus Murphy is back to return the kickoff of Adam Griffith. And he will bring it out 2 yards into the end zone. Murphy just short of the 20-yard line. Well, Gary, you mentioned Maty Mauk playing well here at the end of the season.
Yes, but this is going to be a whole different level for Maty Mauk. He's going to have to bring some running yards with him. The spread that Missouri features against Alabama, he's going to have to be on point throwing, but also help up with 60 to 70 yards running, I think.
First down 10, first possession. Hold that, Tiger. First down 10. Five wide, empty backfield, 4-man rush for the Crimson Tide. And that one is low and at the feet of Marcus Murphy. Let's take a look at the Dr. Pepper offense for Missouri. Morse, McNulty, Bame, Marcus Murphy. Only man in college who scored on a punt return, kickoff return, run, and pass. And you saw Bud Sasser, the leading receiver for the Crimson Tide. Here's Mauk. This is Darius White, number 8.
Well, Missouri tries to come out with the same tact that Alabama used. First throw, poor. Second throw, a drop. And you see Gary Pinkel's face look just about like mine right there. Can't do that. Third down defense, tough chore.
3rd and 10. 3 down for Alabama. See if they bring just the 3. No, looks like they're going to bring 4, and they do. Inside rush, Mauk in trouble. I mean, he is really in trouble. And coming over to knock it down is Trey DePriest. 3 and out, Missouri.
It was a beautiful stunt devised that time by Kirby Smart. Ryan Anderson really set it up from that linebacker position, and in came number 47, Xavier Dixon, and forced the throw and a 3 and out.
Christian Brinzer is on to punt. Christian Jones is back to return it. Short punt taken by Jones. He reverses field. Not very effectively. 38-yard punt, 1 on the return. Anthony Sherrills made the tackle. Gary Pinkel. Maty Mauk. Blake Sims. Lane Kiffin. Be right back. control.
Vern, let's see if they try to settle down Blake Sims by going back to the quick screens. I mean, why not, right?
There's Fowler going in motion to the
That's
right.
what they do.
There you go. Cooper behind the line, breaks the tackle, and gets something positive out of it. They sent Fowler out there to help. Good point.
I mean, they needed to settle down their quarterback, and if you're not going to play man-to-man coverage, you get it to your guys. This was not a good throw. See, it was back leg to Cooper, and that allowed the defender to come up inside Kenya Dennis to make that play and really force it for a no game.
Second down, 10.
Gotta like where Missouri's defense is feeling now. Remember, they got shocked early. They had bad dreams coming in here,
right,
but they've settled down.
Second down and 10, stack on the right side. This is a designed run by Blake Sims, and it's going to set up a third down, probably 6 when they spot the ball. Lucas Vincent, number 96, with that tackle. O.J. Howard comes on. Christian Jones off the field for Alabama.
Remember the last third down, they got the sack from the edge in their 6-game win streak. Missouri's third down defense has been holding their opponents to converting only 30% of the time. This is where they obviously like the game, where they can turn loose their stars.
Cooper matched up with Kenya Dennis, top of the screen. Fowler. Here comes the blitz. Sims finds the safety valve over the middle. Well, some safety valve. It's a more. I said that, and then I looked down at who it was.
He read the blitz. This time Dave Steckel brought the house. And Blake Sims did a great job of staying calm in the pocket, not being flushed, and waiting for Vern's safety valve.
Well, we have reached the end of one. 7-0 Alabama, an opening drive of 10 plays and 68 yards. Back to the Georgia Dome after this message and a word from your local station. SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. We began quarter number 2 from the Georgia Dome. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, Allie LaForce with you. And you see the number of plays just about even, but the time of possession.
That was plays versus yards.
I'm sorry.
Alabama's plays, Missouri's yards, and that's not good.
Thank you for the correction.
You got it.
It's tough standing where we are to really see the monitor, especially through these thick glasses. Thank you. Second, I thought they didn't run that many plays.
That's right.
I formation. DeAndrew White near side, play action. Sims goes deep. He's got White down there. White's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
This is a magnificent throw by Sims. It was roughing the passer on the play. He threw this with a helmet in his mouth.
Targeting number 56. Defense.
Oh, boy.
That penalty defense on the kickoff.
And if it's targeting, that means Shane Ray could be sent out of the game.
Yes.
He had a helmet in his mouth as he threw this football. Look at this. Boom. He's going to be out of the game.
And he's the sack leader of this team.
It was the same play that Amari Cooper ran for the touchdown, the famous one of Lane Kiffin putting his hands up before the ball was thrown. Well, this time they ran it to White. Same action. He dipped outside, but a fantastic throw. And as he let it go, Missouri's going to lose their best rush end.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Number 56 is disqualified from the game.
I saw him with a late hit against Arkansas last week. And he is out of the game for targeting. Shane Ray's going to take a long walk to the locker room.
There's no avoiding that one.
Nope.
That's the rules. You know, Vern, I saw that play against Arkansas, and I did not think that was targeting or roughing in that game. Allen was injured in that game, and he was going down with almost any hit. And I thought it was a good no call last week. I agree with this one 100%.
Blake Sims with a perfect throw to DeAndrew White It's now 14-0 and Shane Ray ejected from the game. Lane Kiffin fired at USC to the surprise of many. And this one's going to hook and be taken at the goal line. Nice tackle. Tyler Hunt returned it. First down 10. Mauk is 2 for 9. Goes right side. This one is caught. Sean Culkin, the tight end.
Going to go hurry up.
Yep.
Something that, as you can see, that was not a staple of this team this year. This is like 3 years ago when Missouri ran this offense.
2nd and 5. Handoff. Mark Murphy spins out of a tackle. Best gain of the night for Mizzou.
They won't slow down now. They had nothing until this drive. They go hurry up, miss. They had 1 first down and 27 yards prior to this.
First down 10 at the 47. Mauk has to get rid of it. He's got Hunt down there.
Got it.
He did indeed. He had the big play in the win over Arkansas last week. That was 44. This one's 32.
Again, we just said Auburn hit the deep ball. And what does Missouri do? Come back with the deep ball. Now, I don't know if he pushed off or not, but it ain't going to get matter because that one's over. Well, the Alabama fans think he's pushed off.
Yep. Mauk, left side. Sasser's first catch. Uh-oh. Cyrus Jones got a little aggressive. Jimmy Hunt. That big catch.
Got 1 foot down. Got 2 feet down. And he had the ball.
2nd down 9. Hansbrough is the running back.
That was a great throw by Maty Mauk. A great throw.
Hansbrough goes right, in trouble. DePriest forces him farther right and into the arms of number 26, Landon Collins.
Well, Landon Collins is a tackling machine, but Trey DePriest, as Vern told you, just tracked this down. Now, this is a speed back against a middle linebacker. Look at that middle linebacker. Avoids the block and makes it, pushed it into the safety. That's great defense.
3rd down 10. Missouri trailing by 14. 8:42 to go. First half. 3rd and 10.
Remember last time on 3rd and long, they hit him with a screen.
Marcus Murphy, the running back, wide to the right, top of the screen. And Alabama will bring 5, 6. Mauk forced out to his left, off his back foot into the end zone. Incomplete.
And how about Kirby Smart on that one? Everybody knows that Alabama likes to run 4-on-3, 3-on-2 coverages, and they match up. But this time he gives the appearance of the matchup. And see, it looks 4-on-3 here, 3-on-2 over there. But what do? Blitz.
That'll bring on Andrew Baggett, who hit 2 in excess of 50, a 50-yarder and a 52. But he also missed 2 extra points at Tennessee. 14 of 21 for the season. Braylon Webb will hold. Jake Hurl will snap it. Kick is up and good.
Well,
Missouri on the board.
Yeah, those field goals against Arkansas kept them in the game. Remember, 14-6 at half? That's the only way they even came back.
14-3. Alabama leading Mizzou. Good one. That's what he's done on more than half of his kickoffs. Touchback.
Of course, this is the first series without Shane Ray.
Right.
20 tackles for a loss, 13.5 sacks. He leads the SEC in both, and 3rd and 4th in the nation. He's not out there.
Charles Harris, number 91, replaces him.
Freshman.
Out of Clute, Texas. Cooper. Speaking of Heisman candidates, there was Amari Cooper. And let's welcome our Duck, who are the only 2 wide receivers to win the Heisman Trophy. I was stunned that we had trouble with this. We both did. No, you're not going to fess up?
No, I wasn't, to tell you the truth. You outed me.
2nd down and 3. Derrick Henry. Close. It looks like he's got enough. Yep. 1st down 10.
Well, Dave Steckel, one of the assistant coach, by the way, for obviously defensive coordinator for Missouri, matched up his defense against this prolific offense for Alabama.
This is Justin Fallon, number 45. It's a rare carry for him, only the 12th rushing attempt of the season. Another look.
Came out.
Yes,
came out clean, and this might be overturned. This could be. That was an immediate fumble recovery right there. I'm surprised this isn't being reviewed. Why would it not be reviewed?
Very good question. That's Howard in motion. The toss. Henry going to the left. He's got a convoy and a stiff arm. He's out of bounds with a 1st down. No review from upstairs.
The only thing I can think of, the only possible thing I could think of is the whistle blew.
Yeah,
That's all I can think of, because the ball came out.
This is the previous play just completed.
Gary Pinkel had no argument down on the field.
1st down 10. 5:26 to go. 1st half. And Sims will take it under center. The toss. Fowler leads the way. So does Shepard. They try for the strip. Does Kenya Dennis.
Well, now they're starting to run the ball like Alabama here, right? Now they're going under center. Oh, great block that time by O.J. Howard. Comes across in motion and just seals that end. And that's what you thought the old Alabama team would do to fast, smallish ends. Get to the edge, slam them with those big tackles and tight ends, and then put that football in the big running back's hands. A little different style. Very seldom do you see Alabama go under center to run the ball anymore.
Yes. Rakeem Falcons, number 80. Play action. He was on the field. This one is dropped by Cooper. Sometimes it happens. 3rd and 4.
So in this game, I mean, how about this start for Blake Sims? 12 for 14.
3rd and 4 here. Gary Pinkel, in his 14th year as the head coach.
Here's out unbalanced left this time.
That's Cooper, who comes this way on 3rd and 4. Kelly pulls. They come to the near side. Yes. Here's Cooper. Got a 1st down.
How about Austin Shepard that time? A sidearm throw from Blake Sims to get around the outside Marcus Golden. Watch the sidearm throw. Whip. And in number 79, Austin Shepard gets it. Here's the sidearmer around Golden. And then Patience to the outside.
9 catches for Cooper. Blitz from the corner. Sims steps out of the tackle, and he'll run out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 2nd down 8. 3 wide left side. Now 2 wide right side. Quick flip, Cooper. Not much.
Job. Nice job by defense that time. Kenya Dennis, the junior college transfer. He took that spot from E.J. Gaines a year ago. Remember, we had him in this game? 6-foot player, takes on the, well, takes on, I want to say be nice to Yeldon and say block, but it wasn't a great block.
113th reception this year.
Now remember last week against Auburn, Nick Saban went for it on 4th down twice in that game. They've already missed a field goal. Will he be thinking 4-down territory?
Stunts. Pass. O.J. Howard. First and goal, Alabama.
He wanted to go to White. He wants to go out here, but the corner rides him, so he does what he's taught to do, go to the next inside guy. He thinks he got to Andrew White, corner runs with him, take the tight end.
Up the middle, Yeldon, touchdown. Alabama extends its lead.
What a magnificent sense. Remember when Blake Sims threw that third interception and Jake Coker warmed up? Well, since that time, Blake Sims has been on fire. He finished off that last game, and he started this football game. Everybody thought, oh, they're going to bench him. They're going to bench him. He's got no momentum. He doesn't have any momentum.
Of all the people I've worked with, and it's a long list. Let's go down to Allie, who's with Gary Pinkel.
Coach, how does your team compensate for the loss of your sacks leader, Shane Ray?
Well, we just have to substitute a little bit different. You know, they're out executing us right now, and we're making mistakes, 2 penalties, which is not helping us. And against a good team, you can't do that.
Do you, Coach?
Yeah, I think he's right. Yards. I don't care about style now. I need yards and points, basically.
21-3 end of the half. We'll be back with the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway after this message from your local station. Back in the Georgia Dome, the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. Alabama cruising right now. The Crimson Tide up 21-3. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, Allie LaForce will be along in a moment. Missouri gets the ball to start the third. Can they get back in it?
Not the way they played in the first half.
Gotcha.
They have to step up their game. I mean, you do not beat Alabama playing where you can't hit open receivers, dropping balls, and no, they'd up their game. And if they do come back, I think it would be the most devastating loss maybe in Alabama history. I mean, they got a chance to get in the playoffs here. If they let Missouri come back and win this game, it'll be an all-timer.
Well, one of the big plays in this first half was the ejection of Shane Ray. Have you noticed his absence from Missouri?
Not really, to tell you the truth.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's been a little quick here. The only thing I can say is Alabama's decided to run the ball from the I formation, and it looks like because Missouri is a little bit more undersized than Alabama's used to facing, they decided to feature Derrick Henry a little bit more than I'm used to. He carried the ball 11 times in the first half, the big running back.
Here's Allie with Nick Saban.
Coach, your offense scored 3 touchdowns. Your defense nearly held Missouri scoreless. Anything you'd like to see your team do better in the second half?
Well, you know, they got to hit a couple big plays on us on defense. We got to do a better job, you know, in that area. And, you know, they stopped our inside run game, so we'd like to be able to run the ball with a little more consistency. The big thing is it's a 60-minute game. We have a lot of respect for their team, and we know this game is nowhere near over, and we got to reestablish the tempo in the second half.
Blake started 15 for 17. Are you sure he doesn't know who Cool Hand Luke is?
He's doing good. You know, a lot of them were short passes that go with the runs, but, you know, and he made a great throw on the long pass, so just got to keep playing.
Thanks, Coach.
Nick wasn't going to buy that story again.
No. No.
Game mode.
Oh, indeed. And Gary, take us through our Dr. Pepper first half trends.
Well, that's almost a dream right there to come to a football. Remember, his first game was in this stadium, as you mentioned, against West Virginia, and he did not have that type of game. The growth there. I thought if they could hold Amari Cooper to this type of a look, 10 for 61, that would be good news for the Missouri defense, because usually if Amari gets 10, it's like 120.
Right.
No big plays, but here's the problem. I mean, it's been my theme for 7 years when I've been watching Alabama. Not going to beat them with inferior pitching is what I call it, okay? Your starter better give you 8 good innings. Right now, Maty Mauk has to up his game. And, of course, Shane Ray. If Missouri's going to come back and get this into the fourth quarter, they're going to have to do without their best player. You know what? Nobody's going to feel sorry for Missouri. Alabama's going to just keep pushing. Missouri's going to have to find a way to make some plays.
Marcus Murphy will be back to return the kickoff. He's had 2 touchdowns on returns this year of 196. Here's Griffith with the kickoff, and this one will not be returned. First down 10 at the 36. 3 wide left. Handoff, Hansbrough again. Not much of a running game tonight. Trey DePriest with the tackle. Hansbrough has now carried 8 times for 6 yards.
Vern, look at how Alabama protects as the edge this year. See, I mean, Ragland's on one side. They're going to force that play inside. They believe their guys inside cannot be blocked. They just set the edge and say, you're not running wide on us.
Second down 9. Mauk takes off, not very far. A'Shawn Robinson, nose guard, right there.
This was not a called quarterback draw either. He just did not have his player. And A'Shawn Robinson knew that all week he's been told that Mauk is a runner. Nick Saban in his press conference said he's as good a runner as Nick Marshall. Now, I don't know if I buy that, but I'm sure his team heard it.
Third down, 10.
Watch the tight end. This is the formation where they did that before.
Token forced. Now he motions deep and goes deep for Hunt. Shoving. Did he get it?
He sure did.
He got it out of bounds at the 1.
The deep ball. Same thing. Flushed out of the pocket and throw it downfield and over the head of Geno Smith. And this is, you just as a coach say, listen, we did everything right. He's throwing a prayer, and as Vern said once before, it was answered. That's just poor technique, and they paid dearly, did Alabama. That's how you get back in a football game, making plays.
Marcus Murphy is the running back. First and goal. That's the tight end, Culkin. They flip it into the end zone. It is dropped by Darius White. Good defensive job as well.
Yeah, I think Eddie Jackson, might have got a hand in there. Interesting call. I mean, I thought for sure we were going to get a run there. And it was, what, 6 inches?
Yeah.
Actually, it was one of those combo plays. The team was running a run, and that was stripped by Jackson. That was a good play by Eddie Jackson.
Late sub for Alabama defensively. Second and goal. Murphy, Maty Mauk. Sasser, top of the screen. Defended by Cyrus Jones. There's the run, and there's the defense. Still a struggle. Brandon Ivory was the first there, number 99.
As you said, inside, no movement. Now what do you do on third down? You dare run it again. I'll tell you what I'm doing if I'm Missouri. I'm running it. Well, at least I'm doing it 2 more times unless I lose yardage here.
So-called heavy formation. Clayton Eckert is in as an extra tight end. Murphy behind Maty Mauk. Third and goal. Fumble. Scramble for it.
He didn't get in, but he at least got it back to the line of scrimmage on 4th down. Now what do you do? If you're Gary Pinkel. Had Mauk not picked this up and shot forward, I think they would have had to take the field goal. But I think down this close, you just got to try to score.
4th and goal. What do you think?
Well, you know, they've run the ball 15 times for 22 yards, so they're about averaging what they need. It's a guess here, Vern. I'm telling you, they have not been able to run the ball up the middle. And outside, those linebackers have been eating it up. I think I got to get Maty Mauk on the edge. I think run-pass option on the edge. I'll tell you what, Collins is ready for the edge. And Trey DePriest is ready for the edge.
He'll throw it.
Yeah, they picked.
Caught.
They picked out there. Did they get away with it?
Bud Sasser.
Yeah, they picked it pretty nicely that time and didn't get called. Inside block, wide open out of there. Watch this. Goes right at it, runs into it. Notre Dame's going, wait a second here. Wait a second.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Wait a second.
Can you say Notre Dame against Florida State?
Yeah, well, nothing counts unless the yellow flag comes out. And Missouri gets to put a touchdown up on the board.
Here's the extra point. Andrew Baggett. 10 plays, 75 yards. Maty Mauk. There's the touchdown. 21-10. Andrew Baggett will kick off. Again, more than 50% of his kickoffs are touchbacks. And this will not be one of them. Christian Jones. Not much.
Freshman against freshman.
Cam Robinson, the left tackle. Sims again looking deep. Goes deep. DeAndrew White comes near side. Looks for a block from Cooper. He got the block, but it was too far ahead of him. But he does get across midfield, a gain of 32.
Had the protection. Remember, the strength of Missouri is their pass rush. But they don't have Shane Ray. And this time, that offensive line stones him. And then another perfect throw. Singleton, number 2, was there, but the throw was better than the coverage.
And a big first down for Alabama.
Give half of that to that offensive line. This is the strength of Missouri, rushing the passer.
Sims, right side. Second that he's overthrown on this possession. Second and 10. That's Cooper. They come the near side to Yeldon. And Yeldon, not much. One say it'll be third down. Arion Penton, number 11, first man there for Missouri.
I mean, Kentrell Brothers, number 10, also did a great job on that play. You talk the lead-in tackler turned it back in. Penton and Brothers did a nice job.
Well, they converted a third and long for a 32-yard gain to Andrew White. This time Christian Jones and Howard go wide to the right side. Cooper near side, bottom of the screen. Arion Penton up to press coverage. Sims caught and dropped.
Charles Harris. Watch the speed rusher. Coming around the edge. Here's the next guy. Explodes off the ball right around the corner and forces into the pocket for the sack. Stepping up, answering the bell. Guy that was basically a high school basketball player that they projected to be an outside rusher. That's the type of recruits that Gary Pinkel has built this program on.
And that brings on the freshman punter, J.K. Scott. Bobbled snap. He does. Oh, my gosh. Goodness. How about that? Oh, wow.
That is three fumbles and nearly a disaster for the fourth. Give him credit. He
You bet.
stayed in there. Yeah.
Cole Mazza is the center.
Snap was low.
Yep. J.K. Scott. Time call.
Another one.
Come this way. It's Sasser again. Geno Smith again, number 24. Second down, 7. Well, how the two fared. Blake Sims, 15 of 17 at the half. Maty Mauk,
Yeah.
now 12 of 24.
Getting his head above water, isn't he?
3 big scramble plays.
Yep.
Most notorious or famous, if you're a Missouri fan, was that 63-yarder. And here, oh, they got him. Wow.
Setting the edge. I'll tell you, nobody does it better than this football team.
Ashawn Robinson with the tackle.
Sure was. He set the edge, he took on the tackle, and then he made the tackle. I think it was Mitch Morris, number 65, that was trying to block him, and he did not.
Lost 3, 3rd and 10. That's the 5th tackle for loss by Alabama in the game. Your basic big play. Here comes DePriest. Maty Mauk in trouble. This is where they've been most effective. He's got Hunt down there. And Hunt makes another catch.
That's incredible. Their 4 best plays is when the quarterback is spun out of the pocket and just thrown it deep. We talked about the problems that Alabama had against Auburn on the deep ball, and it's coming back to haunt them again. This time, number 23, Washington, the ball's in the air for 4 seconds, and Hunt makes the play.
47 yards and a first down. Here's Mauk into the end zone, incomplete. Eddie Jackson, good coverage that time. Another look at Jimmy Hunt's big catch.
You know, at least Auburn ran it out of their offense. This is coming from just freelancing by a quarterback who spins out and just throws it down. You know, remember I said Manzielish?
Yeah.
This has been Manzielish right here, right?
Jimmy Hunt on the bench, hurt. Second down, 10. Sweep left, Hansbrough. Inside the 15, tackled by Xavier Dixon, number 47. Jimmy Hunt on scramble receptions, 5 for 157 yards.
It's unbelievable. Sammy Coates and Duke Williams over there at Auburn's going, yeah, I did the same thing.
Third down, 8. Gavin Ottey is on the field as Hunt stays on the bench.
Hawkins was open on the first play. Will they go back to him, the tight end?
There's pressure. Knocked down. Xavier Dixon had an unimpeded rush.
That's got to be a penalty. It hit them right in the back.
Eligible receiver downfield, number 65. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
33-yard effort to make it an 8-point game. That one is perfect. All the scoring in the second half has come from Missouri and Gary Pinkel's team. That's Kirby Smart, defensive coordinator, a little agitated right now. Why not? It's 21-13. I've never seen scramble plays quite like this.
Well, not that when that's your only offense, basically. I mean, without those 4 plays, this is just a beating. How about that I mean, Maty Mauk just taking his game on those scrambles. I mean, right now, that's their offense.
Baggett will kick off. Christian Jones is the deep man. This will be returned. Out to the 36. O.J. Howard comes all the way across the line of scrimmage. Here's Yeldon, chased from behind. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is about it.
Yep, defended well again. Missouri is starting to get a feel for the football game. I think Donovan Newsome, number 25, did a good job coming in there and making that play. One of the backups. Steckel is getting his guys rest and playing some of his other players too.
Cooper has not caught a pass in this half. He's top of the screen. Christian Jones.
Oh, man.
In the middle of three guys.
That ball was supposed to go to Cooper. It was taken away, and Blake Sims double clutches for a strike. Watch as he wants to go to Cooper, and he ends up down the seam. Watch Blake Sims double clutch. No Cooper, and then zip it right behind it. Woo! That's pretty darn good right there.
First down after the gain of 18.
Vincent and Augusta just drove him in, didn't they?
Here's Henry. He's the big back. 6'3", 241. And a gain of 8.
Well, this is kind of that ride, keep, just give the ball, always let the defense know we've got a screen off of it.
Ryan Kelly again leading the way. Now Vogler, the tight end, split out wide right, 3 receivers to the left. Henry.
Derrick Henry has been very effective in this game. He is really, you know, we talked about Yeldon. There's that 1-2 punch that Alabama always does. Let's see up front how it's handled. Quanjo helps on Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly gets a decent block, and Cam Robinson just pancakes his guy.
And Henry now 13 carries, 52 yards.
You know, Robinson gave up the sack to Charles Harris, but that time he got him in a pancake.
First down 10. Christian Jones alongside Blake Sims. Play action. Little screen. Christian Jones looks for a block. He's to the 5. He's down at the 1.
Same offense Lane Kiffin's been using since he was at Tennessee. I remember that game. He actually used the same offense against Alabama when he almost pulled the upset in Tuscaloosa. Remember the Cody blocked field goal?
You bet. 12-10 the final. Here's Henry. No. Yeah, that was Kiffin's 1 year at Tennessee. And they lost. Right knee. Ryan Kelly. Oh, he's not the one who's injured. It's let's see, who was the last man standing?
I thought it was Shepard that had a little problem there at the end of that one.
Well, they're going to get to march 99 yards, 98, I guess, to the other end.
Yeah, it was
Shepard.
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 You know, this has been a great answer for the Alabama team to come back. They got hit in the face with those deep passes.
That's the end of 3, 21-13. We'll return to the Georgia Dome right after this word from your local station. We begin the fourth quarter with Allie LaForce, Gary Danielson, Vern Lundquist here. And it's second down and goal from just outside the goal line. 21-13. Fowler is in. Yeldon is in. Blake Sims now coming in motion. Sims rolling out, fires it. Caught by Jones. Touchdown, Alabama.
That was a nice catch by Christian Jones. A little motion to the right side. Christian Jones slants out there. No picks on that one. The ball slightly behind, and a nice catch by Christian Jones. I mean, that was a Blake Sims drive right there and a Lane Kiffin drive. I think they threw 4 of those little dumps in the flat. They started out the drive, and they finished the drive almost with the same play.
Adam Griffith's extra point is up and good. Take it. Griffith will kick off for the Crimson Tide.
Vern, that was a tremendous drive for Blake Sims. Remember the quarterback draw? I think he completed 6 passes, beautifully called by Blake Sims, all those little bootleg dump plays. He
And
just gave him the whole
The most impressive pass might have been to Christian Jones.
Yes, right down the seam.
You bet. Here's the kick. Marcus Murphy.
There it is. That almost. I said all in this game that Missouri needed 1 touchdown, not from their offense. Could they get a kickoff, a punt, or a defensive touchdown? And that one was very close.
28-13. Early moments, final quarter. Mauk. Left side, 1 hopper.
Should they get Mauk out of the pocket?
There's a broken tackle. Hansbrough, the running back. Jaron Reed with the stop this time. And look who's down at the bottom of the pile. Ashawn Robinson. Here comes Jaron Reed, number 90. Robinson out, 3rd down 7. Five wide, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 4 down for Alabama defensively. They bring only the 4. Mauk behind the intended receiver, Jimmy Hunt. 4th down.
Alabama was playing outside technique, robber in the middle. Trey DePriest is in the middle. Every Alabama defenders forcing their receiver into the middle of the field. They've got a free safety and a linebacker. Poorly thrown ball.
Brinzer, and here's a little tape being applied on the bench.
I think that was Hansbrough.
Yeah, that left ankle. Whoops, that takes a Missouri hop. Now it takes an Alabama hop.
Exactly. It stopped nicely and then the other way.
How many weeks away from the golf course are you?
Not yet. Can't think about that yet.
Okay. No, you got to study for Army Navy.
That's
I
right.
know that. Timeout. Here's Allie.
Thank you, Vern. Blake Sims is a very proud father to his daughter, Kyla. In fact, he told me he wants to win every game so he can tell his daughter, Daddy played on the biggest stage and won these games for you. Yesterday, I said, did she give you any advice for the upcoming SEC championship? He said, not yet. We usually speak on Friday nights, and that's when she gives me my advice. They also speak right after the game. She's the first person he talks to, and he always asks, how did I do? And she's pretty honest with him. I think it's safe to say whatever advice she gave him, it's working pretty well.
Well, she's obviously got her eye on him. Here's Sims. Yeldon. And how did she react after? Oh, this is great. After the last Alabama touchdown.
Well, she knows how many championships Alabama's won. She's got that 15 jersey on there. Right? Every press conference, that 15 helmet comes out.
Yes, it does. 2nd down, 11. 11:45 to go.
How conservative or how wide open will Alabama be here in their play calling?
Pretty conservative. Yeldon up the middle. Quanjo, a little meaningless exchange. 3rd down 8. Now then, how conservative?
I don't know. It's a tough call. I mean, I don't know if they can go back to quarterback draw. You know, I think if it looks like man-to-man coverage, do they toss one deep here? Not gone deep to Amari Cooper in this game.
And Amari Cooper, again, has not caught a pass in this half of play. 10 for 61 for the game. Comes the blitz. There's Amari Cooper.
Well, they went with him, but they did it differently. Justin Fowler, number 45, comes out to help. Nice block by Fowler. Woo! How about a little dink, dink, dink offense? It's been the scramble offense of Missouri versus the dink and dunk offense.
Late hit out of bounds, number 12, defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's Darvin Ruiz. There's Yeldon is the running back, and he'll get the handoff. Goes left. By the way, Austin Shepard back in the lineup. He hobbled off from the last series, but number 79 is back there.
The only team all year that has run the ball for more than a 4-yard average was Arkansas. And that was early in that football game. No one else has averaged 4 yards per a rush attempt, and Alabama is not either. And you know what? No one has put 400 yards up against this defense this season in SEC play. Alabama is closing in on that now.
They are. Second down, 7. Vogler, the tight end, joins O.J. Howard. And here comes Yeldon in motion to the right. Sims inside. Cooper. That's his 12th catch. Well, Shane Ray, the outstanding defensive end, ejected. 11:48 to go in the first half for that hit on Blake Sims. And so he is in the locker room. 14 and a half sacks. He had 1 in the first half. Third down, 2. Brandon Green listed as the 4th team tight end. That's an SEC championship game record for Amari Cooper. Up the middle she goes. Yeldon, first down, Alabama.
Yeah, this is the type of drive that Alabama usually finishes off games. We've seen it, you know, for 8 years here. We've been watching them. Nick Saban's career, he's always been able to run the ball to either put a game away or when he had to run the ball. Impressive performance on that offensive line. Enough finesse, enough dink and dunk, and they've really been able to control the football, except for a few scramble plays. It's been all Alabama.
Yeah, it sure has. Under 8.5 to go now. First down, 10. Play action, Sims. Has to dodge traffic and does so. Oh, he can be brilliant at that. 17-yard gain.
He's a little nervous when daughter says to dad, next time you scramble, Dad, make sure you tuck that ball away, because he's winging it around there. But right at the end, he tucks it and makes a brilliant play.
Gain of 17 for Sims on the scramble. Good coverage downfield by the Tiger defensive backs. Now Derrick Henry gets the handoff. He comes right. He's got Fowler in front. He's got a touchdown. Austin Shepard and Jalston Fowler.
Boy, everybody did their job on this one, Vern. You called 2 of them. They just gobbled up the edge that time. And Alabama is going to go back into the, well, they're going to go into the first playoffs.
Yes, that's right. Cam Robinson, Lane Kiffin.
The edge defense, watch right here. You get the edge by Vogler, and he goes to the second level, and as Vern told you, Austin Shepard cleans it up, and then Jalston Fowler just runs over the last guy. That is a beautifully blocked play.
Derrick Henry got the touchdown. Alabama in control. Murphy is awaiting the kickoff. Mentioned earlier, he has 2 returned for touchdowns. And then this will be a split kick. Now they're not going to give him a chance. Right. Exactly. So that one.
It's going to go back where he caught the ball because he signaled for a catch, or he waved his arms first.
First down 10, Missouri. Here's Mauk. Sasser, stiff arm. That was Nick Perry who was the recipient of the stiff arm. Gain of 16 for the Tigers.
Alabama ran a stunt and was handled beautifully by the Missouri offensive line that time.
First and 10. Deep left side for Sasser. Collins comes over to help defensively. Cyrus Jones also down there.
And about a half a step, but the ball would have been out of bounds. And you're right, it was Collins coming across and eating that one up. I think Maty Mauk should start drawing him in the dirt. Like, all right, you go long, I'll circle around here.
That's right.
Throw him by the fire hydrant.
And then take a left, you bet. Three-man rush across the middle. Caught by Darius White. Fumble. Scramble, who got it?
Alabama got it.
Landon Collins. That is the first turnover of the ball game.
Well, Landon Collins, Vern, caused the fumble. It bounced around it, and he ended up with the football.
That's only the 3rd fumble lost by Missouri this year.
Collins causes it from behind there, pops it, and he gets back up, and it bounces back to him, and he ends up with it. Boom. Hits it. Ball bounces. Bounces again, gets kicked off a helmet, and he gets it back.
Yep. Here's Henry. We'll just work on the clock now.
And Vern, part of that story with Blake Sims is when Lane Kiffin was at Tennessee, that was his quarterback that he recruited. He was going to get Blake Sims at Tennessee. When he left to USC, Blake Sims ended up going to Alabama.
Something about circles, huh? Completed. 2nd down and 6. The single game completion record, Jason Campbell of Auburn, 10 years ago. And today, 23 of 27. I'd be shocked if he threw another pass. Up the middle. Cooper with a block. Henry, foot race.
Oh, my.
Down at the 1.
That's like highlights from the bowl game last year. This is what we thought we'd see from Derrick Henry. And, you know, if we're not going to do any more Alabama games, but next time I'm going to go, they're 4 stars on offense. Because now they've got that two-headed monster running back that Alabama has always had.
And for the day, for the 6'3", 241-pounder, 19 carries, 140 yards, a career high.
And that puts Alabama, Vern, 100 yards more in offense than Missouri has given up all year.
Henry, touchdown.
Interesting now with this score. Could Alabama, obviously, Oregon, there was a lot of people pushing that Oregon deserved the #1 seed after last night. I don't think there's any way. Alabama's going to get the 1st seed. The question now, because of that Oklahoma State win,
right?
Will Florida State, if they win, move up to 3? That would mean that there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, there is. And there are 12 people under the leadership of Jeff Long in a hotel complex in Grapevine, Texas, who are watching all of this.
Here's what I will say.
Okay.
The best team deserves to play the 4th-ranked team, who's ever number 4. You can't just do geography. If somebody's the 4th team in, the number 1 team gets to play them.
Derrick Henry, 2 TDs, 140 yards rushing. Crimson Tide are rolling. Derrick Henry's had quite the night, hasn't he? You look at this 2-headed guy, running back. And Kenyon Drake, of course, injured earlier in the season.
He'll be the 2nd head next year. I saw Kenyon Drake out on the field before the kickoff, and he was walking without a boot, and he was very proud of that.
Here's the kick taken at the goal line. Marcus Murphy. Oh, boy.
Tyron Jones, was it? Number 20?
Yeah. Dylan Lee was there.
Dylan Lee, too.
He was 2nd.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, it became a very competitive game in the 3rd quarter, 21-13. But terrific drive engineered by Blake Sims. And here's Hansbrough. He's down at the 20.
Well, Vern, Missouri, a lot of people all year did not give Missouri any credit. Didn't think they'd get here. They had to win their last 5 games, and they were all tight. They won their last 5 games, Gary Pinkel's team did, by 10-10, 7-8, and 7 points. I really believe with the talent that this Missouri football team has, this is his best coaching job in a long time. Remember, he threw off the team his best receiver, Dorial Green-Beckham, to start this season.
Here's the sweep to the right. Well, Gary Pinkel, we mentioned back in the first half, he and Nick Saban teammates at Kent State under Don James. And Gary told us the story the other day. Nick was coaching 1 year at Toledo, and he called Gary Pinkel and he said, I'm going to go to the Cleveland Browns with Bill Belichick. I can't get you the Toledo job, but I can get you the interview. And Gary Pinkel left Don James' squad at Washington, coached for 10 years at Toledo. And the two have remained good friends for the last 40 years. 3rd down. Left side. Fumble. No. Is that a live ball?
Incomplete.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
It was a great read that time. Alabama saw that ball and saw the play, and Nick Perry just snuffed it out. He saw it coming all the way.
Jamon Moore was the intended receiver.
Yeah, no, not even close to a catch.
No. 4th down. 2:14 to go in this one. Well, back in the middle of the season, we saw this Alabama team lose at Ole Miss. We saw the goalpost torn down and paraded through the square in Oxford. The next week, they won a squeaker at Arkansas, 14-13. And Nick Saban kind of went off in the press conference about people's expectations being so high. He said, we won on the road. They're a pretty good team. That was a 14-13 win, a blocked extra point, the difference in that Arkansas game. This one, Alabama rolled it. And Jacob Coker transferred in from Florida State, where he backed up Jameis Winston. Was expected to be the starter back in August. And he's handled the 2nd string role with grace. And what scenes as Blake Sims celebrates? That was...
Yeah, it was very emotional for Blake.
1st down 10. Final 45 of this game. Brandon Ivory, his daughter. Take a knee. Two teammates from 40 years ago meet at the center of the field. Nick Saban, Gary Pinkel. In Seattle, Carol James, widow of the late Don James, is watching her boys. Nick won this one. Let's go down to Allie, who is with Nick Saban.
Coach, your team didn't just win the SEC championship. They dominated it. Do you feel like your team played like the #1 team in the country?
Well, you know what? I'm just really proud of our players. You know, my whole thing about trying to get these guys ready to play in this game was so that they had a chance to be SEC champions. And I'm so proud of what they did. I'm proud for our fans, the University of Alabama, and our state. And this is all about our players and our coaches and everybody that worked so hard all year long. And I'm just happy for everybody.
Look at this year, ranked #1 in the country. You win the West, you beat Auburn, and now you're an SEC champion. When you look at all that, how does that make you feel?
Well, you know, I'm really proud of the way our players accomplished all that, the way they worked, the way they progressed through the years. So, you know, I just can't say enough about our coaches and our players and the great job that they've done. We got more ball to play and things to look forward to, but we certainly want to enjoy winning the SEC. To me, winning the SEC is a big thing.
It's a huge thing. Thanks so much, Coach, and congratulations. Right behind you now is Blake Sims, your leader. And he's with Kyla, his little daughter. We've been talking about her all game. You've been the star of the show, little one. What is this moment like for you? You're an SEC champion after being very patient and waiting a long time for this moment. Now your daughter is with you on the field.
It's nothing but a great moment. I'm happy for my daughter and I'm happy for the team. How hard we worked in the summer and how hard they was behind me and I was behind them. And we worked so hard, and Coach Saban did a great job letting us know what we need to do every week. And Coach Kevin did a great job with the game plan. Coach Smart did a great job with the defense. I'm just happy for the state of Alabama. I'm just happy for the Roll Tide.
Are you ready to win the national championship?
I sure am.
Kyla, how do you think Daddy did? Very good. That's right. All right. Thanks so much, Kyla. Thanks, Blake, and congratulations.
Thank you.
One of the best stories in college football started out when that man was hired. The patience and the development of Blake Sims. They would not have won it without either of those two guys.
For Gary Danielson and Allie LaForce, Vern Lundquist saying so long from the Georgia Dome, where Alabama wins it. Been a great SEC season. The Dodge postgame shows up next after these messages and a word from your local stations.